What's going on, everyone? You want to know how to make life easier for yourself as far as researching intraday and getting data for yourself? Well, we're going to look at that right now, and we're going to do it all from utilizing our toolbar. I'm going to show you how to set up your toolbar to get the best possible websites on there so you have a clean selection of options to immediately get to important information at the click of a button. So the way I like to set it up is on the very far left-hand side. I'm going to leave all these links below so you can instantly start using them. But the very first one, I like to have futures, right? So the very first thing you do in the morning, you wake up, look at the futures. Cool. Depending on what you like to do, the next thing I would use is the Fed Register. That way you can quickly come and look and see what is on public inspection, what filings have came out, what's changed, what's new. Because remember, to stay up with the market, you have to stay up and keep up with the market. It's a lot of information, but if you keep it organized, it really doesn't take too much time to go down the list and check everything to make sure everything is good. So after that, I like to have the reverse repo link set up at 12:15 Central Time every day. This information comes out. Very easy to get to it if it's on your toolbar. Just click it and there you go. And I'll link, of course, all this below. The next is repo participants. If you want to look and see at the end of each month how the repo data has actually changed, this website here, the Office of Financial Research, is literally the data for the counterparties that's reported in the reverse repo. So when you see this number here, this accepted counterparties 97, this is the counterparties it's referring to. These funds right here, each one of them is a different counterparty. Next, we have OCC filings, which is the Options Clearing Corporation. I could have put this one with the Fed Register, but OCC is its separate entity. It's not a subsidiary of the DTCC. So sometimes you'll see filings come in on their website before the Fed Register. So that's why I included the OCC. Next, you have DTCC filings. This is the all-in-one page where you will see NSCC filings, DTC filings, and FICC filings show up oftentimes before they show up on the websites of the respective subsidiaries. So the DTCC is the parent company. The subsidiaries are the NSCC, FICC, and DTC. So we want to make sure we have that one. Next is DTCC important notices. These are also very important. Sometimes you will get very, very important messages to members, and getting that early and reading it could lead to some useful information. Next, we have Fintel 13Fs. If you ever want to check 13Fs of a company, that's something you should be doing daily, especially if you're invested. You can quickly go and click this link here, and then you just search for what you want, and there you go. You have 13F access right there. Next is just something extra that's some fun data to look at. This is actually the entire index of the New York Stock Exchange's data. So you have ARCA symbol mapping, American symbol mapping, which are exchanges from NYSE. You have global over-the-counter symbol mapping, Historica data samples, NYSE Group consolidated short interest, NYSE Group limit up, limit down circuit breakers, NYSE Group short sale restriction circuit breakers, national symbol mapping, open book, real-time data samples, reference data samples, short data, tick pilot, and then the CTS summary files, which is actually pretty cool. So you have all that. It's all spreadsheet, downloadable, and everything. Next, we have the Black-Scholes calculator. If you trade options and you want to price your options overnight, not sure maybe how the theta has affected them, you can use the data from your broker. Just remember to update the volatility, because this will be using the previous day's volatility, so it recommends that you update the volatility and the underlying price as well, just to make sure it's accurate. But this way, you'll be able to price your options, see how much they're worth. Like, for example, if we typed in GME here and we hit go, American option, it's telling us that a 130 strike option priced currently at 129.69 being the price of GameStop, with a current volatility of 123.11 with 3 days till expiration, should have a current value of around $563 for calls and puts. Next, we have the short volume from FINRA. This is specifically off-exchange short volume coming out of the FINRA Consolidated NMS, which is consolidated meaning from the ADF facility, alternate display facility, and the FINRA TRF Carteret, which is the trade reporting facility. Those two things combined make up over 50% of market share daily. So it's always good to check off-exchange short volume from FINRA. Next, we have the OTC data from FINRA, which this is newly available data that just came out this year. This is over-the-counter transparency. If you want to go look at alternative trading systems issue data, alternative trading system data, alternative trading system downloads, block trades, non-ATS block trades, non-ATS data, it's all here. This is how you can find extra trading stuff for GME, because GME is traded over the counter. So we can see here that based on this, GME had 1.6 million shares traded on the last report from 6/27, which was yesterday. Then the last thing I have, the last three things are going to be calendar events. So this is very important. You always want to make sure you're paying attention to short interest reporting dates out of FINRA. We do have one coming up on the 30th of June, this Thursday, sorry. And yeah, these dates here, these settlement dates are super important. Super important. So it's always good to have a calendar of events. Remember, most of this stuff, macroeconomic related, is scheduled ahead of time. Certain things do operate on time schedules, and this happens to be one of it, which is the FINRA short interest reporting. Then we have the CAT system timeline calendar. You can go here to quickly see, if they've added any new dates, if they changed any dates. We can see here that July 25th is the next deadline to request production readiness certification for full CAIS, which is registration and onboarding for industry members. And then lastly, you don't want to not check the FOMC calendar. This is how you can play macroeconomic trends from the SPY, SPX, things like that. I'll leave this below too, but you have an entire schedule of meetings all the way out through December. So again, just this one strip of links right here can make the difference in when you're researching and looking for information on the internet. Stay away from social media, kids. It's bad. Anyways, I'll link all these links below. Have a good one. Hopefully this helps somebody.